Tune in and watch Lori and Amelia as they talk health and wellness, keep you in the know, highlight do-gooders in promo, and spill the tea in Never Have I Ever. And now, it's time for the rundown.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome to episode 93 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Madl with Promo Corner, and joining me as always, the lovely Miss Lori Bolton of Totally Bamboo. How's it going, Lori?
Hi, Amelia. Watching that opening, I'm thinking maybe I need to add my bangs back.
Oh my God, I was thinking that. I was like, I need something. And then I was also thinking, we think we change our glasses as much as we change our hair.
I have like 20 pair and I just rotate them based on what's closest and like what, if it slightly matches, it's good, right? But I think next week I might add my bangs back.
Oh, okay. They looked really cute. You should do it.
Yeah, and you know what? They grow. That's the beauty. And I think I'm going to go a little bit blonder. I was looking at the opening. I'm like, wow, I've got different shades and hairstyles. I think I'm going to go a little bit lighter in bangs. So we'll see what happens next time we film.
As long as we don't age on these, everything else is good. No aging.
Yes, no aging.
All right, well, let's get into it and our show sponsor. So shout out to Wowline and John Short over there. So Wowline is one of only two suppliers in the promotional products industry that offers nail polish and also nail stickers, both made in the USA. Their polish is fresh and made on demand, and the polish comes in numerous colors and is available in antibacterial plant-based formula, holographic nail polish, or color-changing polish. They also have these really cool, which I have some here, these under-eye rallies, which are so easy to put on. And excuse my nails, I'm going on our company retreat, which I will talk about shortly, and I have not gone to get my nails done yet. So you can do your little eye patches, and they also have the little nail thing, so you can pop these off, cut them down, put them on your nails so that you don't have to do your nails. So pull that off.
Thanks, John. I think we need some for the rundown.
We do need rundown stickers.
Yeah, and then we can hand them out in Vegas this year because people will wear them. We know that.
Yeah,
I'll wear it.
Yeah, I want the ones though that also get rid of my dark circles. John,
does he have one?
No. But please invent it before Vegas. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he's got plenty of product time to do this, development time. Like, yeah.
Let's get it done. It's fine. It's fine. So go check them out at wildline.com. Lori, what have you been up to since we last chatted?
Girl, I'm just getting home from the East Coast. So, yes, I was at an event for American Solutions for Business. They always do their events like first class. And Taylor Borst, who we both love and adore, she invited me at least 4 months ago, it might have been 5 months ago, to lead their morning wellness stretch sessions.
Oh, that's so fun.
I got to, and it was such an honor, I got to lead the morning stretch. And I think you've got a pic of yours truly out there.
Okay, I did not realize that's what that was from. You sent me the picture right before we started, and I just loaded it, and I was like, what's happening? That's so good and fun, and it looks like you had a ton of participation.
So good. At 7:30 in the morning, Amelia.
And you're looking like a little hot mama there in your morning stretch video. Curse you, Lori.
I'll get you. So I was
being so dang cute.
I got a big birthday coming up next month, so I gotta well, actually, it's this month, right? Because it'll drop. Yeah, I got a big birthday. But I was so impressed with all the people that got up and committed to a 7:30 in the morning stretch class, and it was brilliant. And again, thank you to American Solutions for Business for having me, and Totally Bamboo, and for allowing me to participate. Because as much as everybody loves the stretch, I get filled from this as well. So it filled me for the 2 days. It was just really, really lovely. So I'm just coming off that trip.
Well, I have been a bit of a slacker in terms of working out. I feel like there's so much going on with the kids back to school and just life. I also, since we last talked, I had to serve on jury duty, which I've never had to do before. So that hijacked my week. For a first timer, having to actually not just go report, but I got selected to be on the jury panel. It was I want to use the proper terminology. It was a really hard case. It was indecent liberties with a minor.
What does
So
that mean?
basically child molested.
So the accused person.
Uh-huh. Was an adult man, and he was accused by a 10-year-old girl.
Whoa. This is where you send the thing, but when it comes to the house and say, please forward, she no longer lives here.
In a small community, it's not that hard to figure out. I still do. But yeah, I have officers in my relation. That's one thing they always ask. Are you related or close to any police? And yes, my husband's sister and her husband are both police. But I answered that question, and I still got picked. The shit part of it was I sat through 2 days of trial, had to hear all the testimony that I did not want to hear, and all I could picture was my little nieces and them having to get up on the stand and say these things. And then right before they had the jury go into deliberation, they're like, I guess you realize there's 13 of you and not 12. That's because we have an alternate in case somebody doesn't come back or somebody has a heart attack or something happens. We don't have to start the process over. I was the alternate. So I had to sit through the 2 days of it. And then when they deliberated, they sequestered me in a room by myself. And so I didn't get to help decide if he was guilty or not. But I did go in the courtroom afterwards because I was so vested. I was like, I don't want to know what they all decided. And then I didn't get to talk to any of the jurors after that. But he was found guilty. So he's going to jail for,
Long
I'm
time.
guessing, anywhere from 5 to 20 years. So I don't know what the law is on that. But yeah. That was definitely a buzzkill.
No, and you know what? I'm glad you're buzzkilling this episode rather than me. So it's my dad being a retired homicide detective from Los Angeles. I got picked to do a jury in Pasadena, California, and it was attempted murder. And he had stabbed her 20 times and she survived. And all that evidence was there. So I mean, all the evidence, the mattress, he did this when he was a cab driver. Did this when during her sleep. The part of the tip of the blade was still in her brain. They had x-rays, they had doctors, and I was the foreman of the jury. I had to have been maybe 30 years old. But let me just tell you, it's still for the rest of your life that will imprint your mind, body, and soul, what you just witnessed.
We did not have any there was no hard evidence, let's say that. There was a he said, she said case. So I did not have to see any images of anything like that, which would definitely have scarred me even more. So, okay, on that note, normally I'm not the bringer downer, that's you. So let me pop it all around. So good news, we're getting senior pictures taken this weekend. We have a photographer coming out, and so we're doing a shoot here. And we're recording this episode early because when this drops, I will be just getting back from Aruba.
So fun.
I know.
So fun. You're traveling so much. I love it for you. I love, love, love.
I have a lot. September is busy. We have Aruba and then Expo East, and then I'll be at LDW. So September is a very busy month.
Yeah, fall, like Q4, this September is September through like October. I've got two more months. You know, I always like focus on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm missing a bunch of tennis matches. I'm a terrible parent, but
no, you're not.
Whatever. I'm dealing with my teenage daughter who's very annoying right now. So, what, Lori? What do you have for living with Lori? I have a lot of travel. I told you I got a lot of balls in the air with kids, school, seniors. Do you have anything that will help zen me or make me less stressed out?
Well, make sure you're drinking your water, right? So I'm gonna good girl. Look how cute that is. So let's go back to it. I know it's so cute, but that's a pelican. I wonder where you got that from.
Logo mark.
Yeah, exactly. So good. So let's talk about our 12 primary foods. So important. A couple times a year, will always circle back to this because it is the core of what we do. So whether it's your social life, your relationships, your finances, your home environment, spirituality, your career, home cooking, which I'm so looking forward to fall and winter. I love to cook. So I hopefully will be able to cook for Mark. He's actually a very picky eater. He's super picky. He's like you,
That's why we
Amelia.
like each other. That's why he and I like each other.
That's why you guys like each other. You both are so picky. He doesn't like avocados. He doesn't like tomatoes. He doesn't like mushrooms. Mm.
I like two of those three, so he might be pickier than I.
Yeah, he's picky. He's picky. But I know that if I give him shrimp, I'm good. He likes shrimp. So this is all, again, going back to the 12 primary foods. This is the core. When I coach clients, we start from here. I've thrown up on the screen before the little circle where you actually dot it
Mhm.
out. The more center you are, the more out of alignment you are. The closer to the outer circle, you're in alignment, and then you connect the dots to see where you're off and where you need to perhaps work. So for me, over the last several years, mine was my relationship. I finally have that in alignment. It's more than an alignment. And everything else starts to fall into place. So I love this as we go into fall and winter. 12 primary foods to feed your soul.
Perfect. I summer is hard for me because the kids are home and it's hot and you're surviving. But in
Yeah.
the fall time when there's not a lot going on and I can't be outside like hanging out at the pool and stuff because that's where we
Yeah.
spend a lot of our weekend time, I like to have a good home project. One of my girlfriends is building a new house soon, so I've been touring homes with her to like get ideas
Oh,
and
fun.
inspiration. And it
Yeah.
also inspired me, so I can't wait for fall because I have some little home projects that I want to do, like design wise and little installs and stuff. So that's what I do in the fall when I am homebound. I like to paint and do projects around the house.
Yeah, you did the downstairs bathroom last year, and that was one of your 12 primary foods was your home environment. So whether it's doing a project and making the home feel cozier, I love it. I think it's good. So I
And
didn't really.
creativity. So I got two.
Yes, yes, you did get two.
And movement.
And movement. So, yes. Just
Check,
don't
check,
fall off the
check.
ladder, okay?
I'll
Um,
try.
I so I didn't really give you any good feedback for your trip to Aruba next week. Just drink lots of water, maybe take some liquid IV with you.
Yes.
You probably aren't going to have time to get an IV prior to you going. Um, and as I always say, in moderation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. I will do my best. We do have to work on this trip as well, so, you know,
It'll
and
be so fun.
we'll be worn out because we'll just be using our brains so much and interacting that by night we'll just be like heads with it fellas and we'll be out.
I love it.
So Lori, you have been traveling, but you also have been paying attention in the industry and you know some stuff.
Are you surprised? Yes.
A little.
I told you I would be prepared this time, even though I was like did a whirlwind trip to the East Coast. So some people on the move. Jeff DePalma, he was a regional VP at Geiger, just got promoted to VP of Enterprise Sales. So that's Jeff DePalma. He's been in the industry for 15 years, and that's breaking news. And then the other thing that is amazing news is that Promo Corner, the one and only, was one of the greatest places to work. Bravo. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I
Congratulations to
mean,
Lori and the team. That's amazing.
when you take your team on an annual retreat, even
Yeah.
if it's only in Plymouth in their backyard, we have a great time. But we have not only been to Plymouth, we're doing Aruba, we've been to Ireland, we've been to Puerto Rico. Like, we always go on amazing trips, have a great time. All of us are remote, so it's the one time a year that we can all be together and hang out. And then we always do some type of charity event. So we're volunteering at a donkey sanctuary this time,
A
like taking care of the
donkey thing.
donkeys, like shoveling poop, feeding donkeys, petting them, whatever they need. So that's our philanthropy this year.
Please send pictures. I want to see you petting a donkey.
Oh, I
Keep your
can go on
fingers away from
tomorrow.
its mouth. Like, I don't think you're supposed to put your fingers near its mouth.
I have donkeys up the road. They're like, it's
Oh
like
yeah,
chickens.
probably.
But yes, kudos to all. There was a huge list of greatest companies to work for, way
Yes.
too long for me to write down and name off. But if you want to go check them out, go to ppai.org and you can go read them. They are separated by the size of the company. So we're one of the small companies, but they break it down by size. And then if your company's not there and you would like them to be, make sure you vote next year. It's employee voting. So that's how you get put on there. So be kind to your employees if you're an owner, and maybe you'll be on there if you're not this year.
I like it. Do you know what I like? So I think your classification was called micro, and I love that. So it's not just, um, the SAMRs of the world that have a gazillion employees and the employees vote, and of course they win. So I like how they broke it up into categories. I thought that was brilliant. So
Yep.
congratulations to everybody. And again, congratulations, Lori and team. Amazing. Just amazing.
Awesome. A couple other big things that happened was Vantage Apparel partnered with Starline. Did you see that?
I did see that. And I need to call Brian and say what's going on. That's pretty amazing. I'm seeing more and more of these partnerships pop up,
Mhm.
and it's fascinating to me from a business perspective. So I'm curious to see what they do, because you've got now a hard good supplier partnering with a soft good, and let's see what happens.
So I believe the way it's set up, and I could be completely wrong, is obviously Vantage is soft goods, their apparel. They are now carrying some of Starline items on their website. So for customers that are already coming in, getting drinkware or doing new employee welcome or whatever, instead of
Yeah,
just giving them a sweatshirt, they can also get a piece of drinkware or whatever. I don't think
I
it's their
like it.
full listing. I think it's select items, but don't quote me on that, but that's what I interpreted. Another partnership that I don't know if you saw was Galaxy, that used to be known as Galaxy Balloon. They partnered with the drinkware brand called Welly, and I am not super familiar with them, um, but I feel like that's a really big deal. The
Yep.
other shout out of things to know are Lori and I are very big advocates for our regional associations. So there are some regional events coming up. There's a ton the week of September 17th. So just again, go to the industry calendar to see what's happening near you. And you can check them out, ppai.org, industry calendar. And then if you are attending Expo East the week of September 24th, come find me and Hallie Moore and say hello. We would love to chat with you, see you, tell you all the things that we've been talking about. Hallie would love you to tell you about her European extravaganza to see Taylor Swift, all that good stuff.
Ooh, I love it. And one last thing, I have to give a little shout out to both of us. We made the list again from Promo Pulse of
Oh, yeah. The
of
most.
25 most mentioned people in the industry. So thank you, Promo Pulse, so much for that shout out. You looked at me funny. Did I say
Yeah.
it wrong, Amelia?
No, you said it completely right. Thank you, Jason and Promo Pulse. I just find it funny. The most talked about people in the industry, and I'm always like, what are they saying? It's
Do you know what, Amelia? I
I
don't even
go
care what they're
bad. I'm like,
saying.
what are people saying about me? What hashtag am I in? No, it's
What
an
hashtag?
honor. It's an honor, and
It's
there's a
an
lot of
honor.
amazing people on that list. So I
Yeah.
am very happy and honored to be part of that list. And thank you, Jason, for putting that list together. It's always fun to see where everybody falls in and who's new. There's a lot of newbies on there, which I really
Yeah.
love. That new people are getting out
It's
there and putting themselves out there.
It's so, so good. We could probably ask Jason to do like a little tracker to see what people are hashtagging about us. Crazy,
I don't
crazy
know if I
rundown
want to
ladies. I
know.
know.
When you Google yourself, I don't want to know.
Don't Google. Yeah, don't ask the Google. I love it. But thank you so much, Jason. It was such a treat to see it. It was that's always nice. Amelia, she tags me first thing in the morning, texts me, "Did you see we got it?" So it's super cool. Thank you.
Yes. And speaking of not newcomers, but do gooders and people putting themselves out there, Sanmar is our do gooder spotlight this week. I don't know if you've seen this, but they introduced two new styles of charity tech backpacks. So $5 from each backpack sold is benefiting either the American Red Cross or the American Cancer Society. And you can go to sanmar.com. And if you just search the word charity, you will find these two items. So this one's the Red Cross bag. This one's the American Cancer Society. And for anybody that doesn't know, the American Cancer Society has had 110 years of wins against cancer, which is huge. Over $5
Wow.
billion total investment in research since 1946, and 1.3 million volunteers empowering the ACS mission annually. That's huge. And then the American Red Cross, they have over 140 years of service, which is crazy. They have served over 65,000 disaster responses every year. 65,000 responses a year.
That's, I mean, we only hear about a few, at least in
Mm-hmm.
my mind. It's only a few on, national news, but the Red Cross is working at ground level. I mean, they're working in small
Yeah.
communities that it doesn't make the news. So that
Yep.
65,000 a year is phenomenal.
It's
Amazing.
crazy. There's 230 chapters in the US, and more than 4.5 million meals and snacks are served with partners last year.
Amazing. That's amazing.
That 65,000 disaster responses every year, for anybody that pays insurance, which I hope is everybody on here, that is why your homeowner's insurance is going up and your car insurance, because of all these disasters that are happening and they're paying out.
Gosh.
Just had my annual audit with my insurance broker, and I was like, what is happening? Why are things so much? And yeah.
It's so funny you say that. I'm in the middle, like right now, of trying to figure out insurance because it's like, it's doubled.
Yep. Everything has just gone up for a multitude of reasons. But yeah, a lot of it is all of the natural disasters and then the COVID relief. And they tried to give money back during COVID to help people that hadn't had policies. But then the way that they pool their money is Ponzi scheme-ish. Like,
Yeah.
it's not Ponzi scheme, but the way that they hold their money and pay out, it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul's type of situation.
So
So
crazy.
there's no money in the coffers. What do they call it when you pay taxes in Europe in the old days?
Cofix, I think.
Something along those lines. Okay, Lori,
Yes.
I have something that is relative to us in the what to watch in a grander scheme. I saw this. It's all over the news, the Entertainment Tonight, all the little pop-ups that come up. So our buddies, I wish they were our buddies, our fellow podcasters, Jason and Travis Kelsey of New
Yes.
Heights, just signed a big contract
Big.
for, yeah, $100 million.
Okay, so Amelia, maybe we need
We're doing it
to
wrong.
renew. I know. We are doing it wrong. So maybe we need to redo our contract. There's no contract.
Yeah. So I'm also not dating Taylor Swift or a Kelsey brother, so we need to find somebody famous, and I think that will help us. But what I found interesting is they only have 98 episodes. And didn't I just say we've done 93? We are
Yes.
like level up, and they're doing theirs weekly. So they've been going just really hard and fast for the past year and a half or whatever. And then a couple other podcasts, and I know about some of them, but one of them I didn't even know. Did you know Alex Cooper has a podcast?
No.
You know who Alex Cooper is?
No.
He's a singer from like the 80s, hair band.
Yes.
Alice in Chains
Do
was
you know
his.
what? I thought that's what it was, but I wasn't going to go out there and say it because I'm usually wrong.
So he signed his deal with Sirius XM, and it's worth $100 million. And his podcast is called Call Her Daddy. And then the other one I have not listened to, but I think I should because I love all the guys. It's called Smartless. Theirs is also worth $100 million, and that has Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and Sean Hayes. I think they would be funny. And then one that I really don't care about, but Joe Rogan, who's been doing it for a long time, he just signed a $250 million deal with Spotify.
Okay, so while you're in Aruba, I'm going to reach out to Spotify, Netflix. I'm going to reach out to them all.
All the peoples.
Yeah.
All the peoples. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get a petition. Let's start a petition.
Let's do that. I love it. Our little fan club. I promise we can bring at least 1,000 maybe.
I think everything we say can go across any genre.
I
We
agree.
bring in some promo, but you know what? What other people talk about, I have no clue. There's times where
Yeah,
they're talking about their industry or their jobs. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. So just stick with it
exactly.
for a minute and it'll go. It'll be done. It's all
I
good.
love it. I love it. So good.
So we'll work on that. But in the meantime, Lori, do you have a never have I ever?
Yes, I do actually. So this is this is going to need, I think, a little definition, perhaps not. So, never have I ever hit a parked car. So, hit, I think, needs a little definition. Like, have you, like when you've backed in or backed out, have you hit some, a bumper? Is that considered a hit or is that considered a tap?
I don't know. I mean, if it does damage, I consider it a hit. If you're just
What about
rubbing,
parallel parking? Have you hit a car?
no. I'm an excellent parallel parker.
Me too. I
My
am.
job when we go boating, I'm the one that gets out of the boat, goes to get the truck and the trailer and backs it up, and then my husband drives the boat onto the trailer. I think I
Good
have the
job,
harder
girl.
job.
I love
So
it.
I'm an excellent. I have not hit a car while parked. However, when I was in high school, I was backing out of a parking spot and backed into somebody. But I feel like it was their fault because I was backing out and they were driving, and so my back bumper hit their front bumper. But a boy I was dating just hooked my bumper back on when I got home, so no foul, no insurance required.
I love it. I love it. I ever hit a parked car? Like I've never done damage to a parked car, but perhaps, I've pulled too far at the grocery store, maybe kissed the nose of the
Yeah.
other car, but I wouldn't consider that hit, tapped,
Yeah, that's what
nudged,
front license
kissed.
plates are for. If you have a state that
Right.
requires front license plates, they can tap without damage.
Yes, exactly. They can kiss. So I'm going to say no.
Okay. No, I'm a really good driver. I've had one animal run into the side of me, and I wasn't even driving. My husband was, but a deer literally ran into the side of our car. And then I have had a car hit me before, which I've had neck problems for 20 some years from whiplash. But again, wasn't my fault. But
That's
oh
good.
shit, I just lied. I just remembered I did back into somebody's car in a driveway. Yeah. I was
Oh.
leaving a birthday party at my sister-in-law's. It was dark out. She lives in the country. There wasn't any lights. I put the car in reverse. I'm going to get the kids to sit down and get in their car seats. And maybe my car must have been dirty, but my backup camera didn't go beep, 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 beep. And I backed into somebody that had pulled behind me that I didn't know because I got there before. Yeah, did damage to the car, sent it to the insurance.
But
Yeah.
that's like legitimate. Yeah, that's
And then
can
I had to go in
easily.
the house during a birthday party and be like, I have the car parked behind me. Does anyone know whose car that is? And
They shouldn't have parked behind you.
I know it was such bad juju. When I took the car in, I just traded it in. I was like, I don't even want it anymore. I just traded it in, got a different one.
That's a good philosophy. Get a little thunder bumper. It's done.
Yep. Sorry, you're out.
Bye. I
Yep.
love
Nope.
it.
I just remember. Yeah, I did do that. That was me. Yep. Absolutely. Big wow. Speaking of big wow, wowline.com. Oh, glasses are not a friend of these.
They're so
Go
cute though.
go to
So
wowline.com.
cute.
Check them out. Ask about their nail polish. Don't look at my rancid nails right now, but I love their polish. I throw it on all the time, especially right before I travel because it dries instantly. So I don't have to sit there for an hour. I can dry while I'm watching TV and then go pack my bags 10 minutes later.
It's great
It's
polish, actually. It's really good polish, and it doesn't like turn colors on you. It's really good. We used it last year. It was so good.
Yeah. Oh no, I use it all the time. Yep,
Yeah,
that's what I
so good.
use. So thank you, John. Thanks everybody for watching. Please share your do-gooders, industry news, and then tune in again September 27th. Can't believe. Can't believe this year is ending. And shameless plug for Lori and I, sponsorship opportunities are open for 2025. So if you would like us to talk about you during one of our episodes, just message Lori and I, and we can let you know the details on what you need to do to be a sponsor.
I love it.
All right. See you guys next time.
Bye. Have fun in Aruba.
Thank you.